Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On the draw, here's Jeanty. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Mendoza. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, it's Jeanty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Mendoza flushed out right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mendoza. That's caught by Tucker. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Genty. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run, and here's the rookie out of Arkansas. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Genty is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But these are the situations that come up in practice and are talked about all the time. This is as tough as it gets for a defense. They've got to defend a very short field after that turnover. They're not home yet, but a really nice job there pushing them backwards on 1st and goal.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the air, May. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing here is May. It's a short one here, complete to, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Mendoza now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Well, there's a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they go play action with May. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. May going to give it to Henderson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Patriots are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's May. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Raiders 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking to throw. May. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and caught by Boston. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's a 2nd and 7. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw with May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Mendoza. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The extra point now for Borregales. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 14, Raiders 10.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza to the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Mayer, his first touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Back to throw here. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12 yards.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
He was a significant part of the offense in Green Bay, but Romeo Doubs signed a 4-year deal with the Patriots during the offseason in order to be a bigger part of an offense. There's another gear that he can unlock in New England.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brought down by Kieron Crawford. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. From the shotgun, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Patriots answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now Mendoza. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Jalen Naylor. Room to maneuver at the 35. Still going. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
Jalen Naylor, 62 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Raiders 24, Patriots 21.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On play action, May. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To the air, May. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. To throw, it's May. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That's caught left side by Boston.
Complete to Denzel Boston. It's a gain of 6.
3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end, Bowers. Still going. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to punch it in with Genty. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots 2-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Henderson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the Raiders' 3-yard line.
Second down, goal to go. Henderson. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 24.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Gay is on for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game, 31-31.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. May. This is Boston. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now on second down. They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. From the gun, it's May. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a first throw here in overtime. Boston with a catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Past the 20. 5. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. For Gallus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Patriots 38, Raiders 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Up the middle, it's Genty. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown run of 52 yards. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he knocks it through.
It is good. The game is tied at 38 all.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Brown.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll set up a throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they've put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Second and 9. They'll go again with Genty. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Lane on the tackle. A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to win it in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended.